Legal English, advanced level. Legal English for lawyers, students, and teachers. And today's topic belongs to the employment section, corporate responsibility at work. We are not going to tell the title of the company or the names and surnames of the employees and employers. First, we need to look at the list of responsibilities a company should have for its employees. Then we need to look at the notes about the company after the, let's say, on the following page. For each note, we need to decide which responsibility is being ignored or abused. Actually, I have already done for you. Not spare time for this one. First option is a company should not discriminate on the grounds of gender, race, class, religion, disability, etc. when it comes to recruiting staff. B option. A company should ensure that its employees are proportionally representative of the community in which it is based. C option. A company should ensure that working hours are reasonable and that employees receive regular breaks. D option. A company should ensure that its employees receive regular paid annual leave and also maternity and compassionate leave when required. E option. A company should provide equal pay for work of equal value. F option. A company should pay a sustainable living wage to all of its employees. G option. A company should provide adequate childcare facilities. H option. A company should ensure that there is no physical, sexual, or verbal harassment or abuse of workers. I option. A company should ensure that health and safety rules are applied and closely followed. J option. A company should not force its employees to have regular health checks and then use the results to dismiss the employee. K option. A company should not dismiss an employee on the grounds of pregnancy. L option. A company should allow its employees to organize or join workers' organizations that represent their interests. M option. A company should have a grievance procedure that is easy to understand and open to all employees. An option. A company should provide adequate compensation for accidents and injuries sustained on its premises. O option. A company should not dismiss or otherwise penalize an employee who refuses to work overtime. P option. A company should not dismiss or otherwise penalize employees for failing to reach production targets. Q option. A company should not use indentured, forced or slave labor or employ anyone who under duress. And our option, a company should ensure that an employee is dismissed as a last resort only and only after verbal and written warnings. And now we will also actually some examples with justifications. First, several factory floor workers have been fired or had their wages reduced for refusing to stay and work late when needed. This is O option here. A company should not dismiss or otherwise penalize an employee who refuses to work overtime. Second, production manager broke his wrist when some unsecured panels fell on it. He's trying to get money out of the company for his injuries. You're not getting a penny out of this company. His boss tells him, it's your problem, not ours. And how we need to answer him? We need to state I here and N options. So first, I. A company should ensure that health and safety rules are applied and closely followed. And an option, a company should provide adequate compensation for accidents and injuries sustained on its premises. Let's turn on third one. Employee thinking of starting a union for the workers at Ltd. The company director warns him that if he does, he will regretfully have to let him go. So, L option. A company should allow its employees to organize or join workers' organizations that represent their interests. Fourth, manager is always patting her male PA's backside and telling him he has a wonderful body. He has complained several times, but nothing ever gets done about it. This is H option, and a company should ensure that there is no physical, sexual, or verbal harassment or abuse of workers. So that's why you need to rely on your code of conduct. Okay. Fifth, a secretary for LTD recently had a baby. She cannot afford a babysitter while she is at work, so the baby stays with her in the office. G option, a company should provide adequate child care facilities instead. Six, elderly have their main office on the edge of an economically deprived area predominantly inhabited by people of West Indian origin. The company prefers to hire white, male, middle class employees, so we need to rely on A and B options. A company should not discriminate on the grounds of gender, race, class, religion, disability, and etc. when it comes to recruiting staff. And B, a company should ensure that its employees are proportionally representative of the community in which it is based. Okay, seventh, LTG has regular compulsory medical checkups for its employees. Okay, that's great. The company nurse believes that one of the workers drinks a lot when off duty. She reports this to his manager, who then dismisses him. J option here. A company should not force its employees to have regular checks and then use the results to dismiss the employee only once or twice per year. This is obligatory. Okay, the next one. Eight. Both employees are sales executives for Altity. They both have the same qualifications and job responsibilities and even the same experience. Let's say one employee receives 40,000 per year and the other receives such a 4,000 pounds a year. This is A, E option, sorry. And here it is, a company should provide equal pay for work of equal value. Okay, the next one, nines. Office assistant thinks his boss treats him badly. He wants to complain but has no idea how to go about doing so. Nobody else seems to know what he should do either. M option, a company should have a grievance procedure. This is easy to understand and open to all employees. Chance, factory floor workers at LTG find it difficult to make ends meet. The cost of living is rising all the time and the money they receive has not kept up with the rate of inflation. F option here, a company should pay a sustainable living wage to all of its employees. Next one, 11th, canteen assistant oversleeps one morning and is 2 hours late for work. She has worked for LTD for 6 months and has never been late before. The canteen manager sacks her the moment she arrives. R option, a company should ensure that an employee is dismissed as a last resort only and only after verbal and even written warnings. Okay. And the next is 12. A machine operator for LG works 12 hours a day with only 20 minutes for lunch. C option here. A company should ensure that working hours are reasonable and that employees receive regular breaks. Next one. To teens, 6 months ago, the company advanced one of its employees some money. When the employee became ill and was unable to pay back the money, the company insisted on using his children to work to pay off his debt. Two options here. A company should not use indentured, forced, or slave labor or employ anyone under duress. Putin's delivery driver is exhausted. He hasn't had a holiday for 2 years. The company says it cannot afford to give him the time of work. The option here, a company should ensure that its employees receive regular paid annual leave and also maternity and compassionate leave when required. 15th, production assistant slipped on some oil on the factory floor, fell headlong through a glass panel, caught his arm in some unguarded machinery, and was electrocuted by some exposed electrical wires. God forbid for that, but sometimes it happened. So I option here, a company should ensure that health and safety rules are applied and closely followed. 16th, factory floor workers have been told that a new quota system has been put in place. Anyone who doesn't satisfy this quota will have their salaries reduced. P option here. A company should not dismiss or otherwise penalize employees for failing to reach production targets. And the last one is accountant is delighted because she just discovered she's going to have a baby. Her boss is not so happy. Sorry, missus, you are fired, he says, and K option is here. A company should not dismiss an employee on the grounds of pregnancy. So that's all for this lesson regarding employment, corporate responsibility. You can find this download free resources and material on the Telegram channel. Please follow, like, and share this video lesson. Thanks for watching.